My name is Bob Masuda. It's actually Robert Kazuichi Masuda, and I was born in Honolulu, Hawaii. I graduated with the class of 1965 in Hyde Park, and I had the privilege to serve as president of the graduating class of 1965. And so it opened my eyes as to a whole different world of black and white, literally, because I come from a very rainbow-colored, mixed society where, race isn't a big deal. And in fact, we celebrate all of our ethnic blessings. If it weren't for those experiences, going to homes of various people and the life experience along with the cognitive intellectual stimulation of a school full of really wonderful professors and people with inspired notions of being helpers in society, was together a great experience, one that I wouldn't have gotten back home at the University of Hawaii, for example. It was a special place because of the neighborhood, the dynamics of the neighborhood, the time. The 60s were a time of civil unrest. It was a time of people needing to get together. It was a time when people were breaking out of Neanderthal type of thinking to broader minds and studying for deeper understanding. And a lot of those kinds of people happened to be at George Williams, and I was in the middle of it. I had this little kid that was in my swim class at Hyde Park who came out to a bunch of ladies who I thought were nuns, and when I asked the staff at the Y, how come we have all these nuns? They said, no, those are black Muslim ladies, and that's why they're dressed that way. It was an education for me. I didn't know who the black Muslims were. I had Elijah Muhammad in my swim class as a little boy. He's now the leader of the black Muslim. I remember the night, Malcolm X got assassinated and what it looked like in the Hyde Park neighborhood. We walked through all those police cordons. I met some of the early leaders of the Black Panthers through some of my black friends when I was doing outreach work with Puerto Rican gangs in Chicago. Of course, I have my, romantic remembrances of Hyde Park, because it was a dynamic interethnic community. But George Williams College in the suburbs was another kind of community, and I went to visit it many times. And George Williams College at Aurora University is yet another community. And I think while the context, physical context may change, there's no question that if the spiritual, the inspirational, the intention, what is George Williams College? If those experiences are continued to be offered so that life experiences that are broad, with learning and intellectual experiences that are truly deep, if those take place and the partnership between learner and teacher continues to be nurtured and celebrated, then I think George Williams College still lives.